Hello everyone and welcome to the 4th episode of my GTA Online racing series, and today we're going to be focusing on GTA races. Now, for those of you who don't know what GTA races are, they are slightly different to normal races in one very important way. Weapons are allowed. That means you can use any weapon that you can normally use in your car, such as micro SMGs, pistols, or you can use weapons that you can pick up, like rockets, and they also have boosts that you can pick up as well. Also, you can get out of your car and just generally mess around on foot as well. If you don't want to win a race, you can basically cause havoc for everyone else on foot. So yeah, they are a very different beast to normal races, and they just provide a little bit of an extra challenge for me. And you know, I still want to win the races. I'm not going into GTA races just to ruin other people's days or have fun that way. I still want to win a race, but I would choose a GTA race just to have a little bit of extra, well, challenge really, and have something else to think about. I used to do this on GTA 4 quite a lot. When I got bored with normal races, I would go to GTA races and just not mess around, but try to win those races instead, with the extra difficulty of having people try to kill you at the same time as well. So they have their place, you know, they are a bit of fun. Whilst I don't tend to play them as much as normal races, they can be quite fun from time to time. So yeah, we'll see if we can get some tips on how to actually do better in these. So to recap how this race has gone that you're watching now, I missed the first corner. I actually got a really good start and I was away basically, and I was quite happy with how I was doing at that point, but I took the first corner a little bit too tight. I thought I would still get the checkpoint and I didn't, so I had to go back and get that again, and then I took a wrong turn at one point because this is the first time I'd actually raced on this track, and because of that I was right at the back getting shot at and rocketed and all sorts of problems like you see here, just because you're right at the back essentially, and it's no good for you. So I'm way back at this point, and I do actually have a really good lap at the end. You'll see on the final scoreboard the lap is like staggeringly quick compared to the opponents, but there wasn't enough laps left to get the win. But basically with GTA races, what I always tend to do is forget about what's happening around me. I always try to keep going just as if it was a normal race. So I don't tend to pick up weapons as much. I'll pick up the boost as often as I can, just to keep out in front as far as possible. And at one point in the next race, you'll see me actually get rid of rockets just to pick up the boost, because I value that a lot more when you're ahead. So yeah, the ideal way to win a GTA race is to get out in front and allow everyone else behind you to fight amongst themselves. But you know, it doesn't always work out like that, as you've seen in this race. Sometimes, you know, you will get hit, you will get your tyre blown out, something like that, and there's not a lot you can do about it. But if you always focus on just trying to go as fast as possible, you will do a lot better. Every time that you're trying to shoot someone else, you're losing time essentially. And yeah, you might get 1 or 2 kills, but if you finish last, you're not going to get anywhere near as many reputation points or money as the person who wins. So the goal should always be to win a race. So yeah, that race is over now, and it was a bit of a tricky one, I'll say that, but I kept in the same lobby with the same 2 people, because I wanted to actually win a race essentially. So yeah, we're in SUVs this time, but everything else is the same, and I do a much better job now of getting ahead and just keep going. You know, that's all it's about. I go for the boosts rather than the rockets. I just dodge initial gunfire because I'm not bothered about trying to kill anyone else. I just want to be as far up the road as possible. And then when you are a certain distance away, there's nothing that they can do to affect you. You know, that's it, you're away. They can't shoot you once you're around a corner, so you know, you might as well just try and get as far as possible. And you see I picked up rockets there, and around this corner you'll see me get rid of those rockets just so I can choose the boost. So you know, it's about what you value at different times in a race, and I generally always value boosts because I just want to go as quickly as possible essentially. Now if you aren't quite as quick and you go in GTA races because you want to have fun, and that's fair enough. But I would always still try and focus as much as you can on just racing rather than trying to kill anyone else. You can kill someone else if they're in your vicinity and they're causing you problems, but otherwise just focus on your racing, because that'll be the way that you win essentially, and the way that you get as much money as possible. So yeah, I got quite a massive win in this one. I almost lapped the other guys, and that was how it should be done, how I would always prefer GTA races to go. But they don't always go like that, and the final race that you'll see today is coming from behind. Now, it's easy to get in front, and you're in front, you're untroubled, and you can just do your own race. But when you're behind in a GTA race, especially on a track such as this one, which you'll see is just basically all open straights, which it's not very good, to be honest. I don't enjoy it, but that's what you get. You have to resort to using your weapons and use the right power-ups at the right times and things like that. So as you saw there, everyone's hitting each other. It's one of those lobbies essentially. Everyone hits each other. I somehow get caught up in it, and I've got a blown tyre now. Tony's actually in front of me, but he doesn't have any damage, so thankfully I managed to get that wrench to fix my car. And obviously I'm not going to shoot Tony. We're sort of aiming to win the race. It doesn't matter which one of us does. So we're going away as fast as we can. Someone goes off on the left there, and I veer over to the left to get the boost, because that's what I value the most. I'm behind at this point, so I want that boost to try and catch up. And there's only one person in front of me who's Tony's trying to shoot now, and all I'm trying to at the minute to figure out how I'm going to catch him, because I know this is a full straight road. I'm not going to have any corners to be able to do it. If there were, I would probably be able to catch up a lot easier. But I decided to use my SMG, and I tried to get rid of his tyre essentially. I fired my rockets straight away because, to be honest, they're useless, and I just tried to pop his tyre, which I do manage to do. So I was pleased at that point, but once I've passed, I've got to just get away. It was lucky that boost came then, because he is shooting at me behind, and I just need to leg it essentially because he's right on my tail. But by prioritising the boosts all the time, I managed to get a nice little gap, and that allows me to win the race. Despite him shooting rockets at me, there's not a lot more he can do. So yeah, when you're behind, you've got to be a bit ingenious about it and have a bit of a think about what you can do. But that's the fun of GTA races, they're always a little bit different. And that about wraps it up for GTA races, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I want to know, do you play GTA races much? Do you prefer GTA races to the standard races? Or are you more of a standard racer and you just prefer to race normally? Let me know, and let me know your thoughts on GTA races and how you try to succeed in them as well. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.